Okay, guys, I'm back. That was funny. I was had to go into the UPS store, and it's kind of funny. There's a lady in there, and she was like, "Oh, your earrings! Those are so cute for Halloween." And I was like, "Oh, thank you," because I don't know if you can see these earrings. I'll kind of give you a close up. I guess they do look a little like Halloween, and it is the month of October, but I wear these year round. I don't know if you can tell. These earrings it's a skull with a crown. And to me, it's a symbol of what it means is there's no king but God. And, eventually we all leave this earth, and I think that's what the skull stands for. And then the crown is royalty. And I don't know, some days I put them on in the morning and I'm just like, yeah, God, it's all you. Even though I'm going in to, serve and give my time, my life, energy to this corporation, there is no king but God, and you are in control. You are on the throne. And I don't know, every day I just kind of try to go through my life with that mentality. And so these are not Halloween earrings, but, whatever people want to think is fine. Okay. I'm going to try to set this back up. Hopefully you guys can see. One of the errands, I'm going to have to go to Best Buy and get an actual dash mount if I'm going to do this. Because I'm going to take a turn, the phone's going to hit the floor, and you're going to be seeing the ceiling is what's going to happen. Anyway, got more errands to run, so I'm going to get my seatbelt on. One of the things I thought I would share with you today is there's a verse that, since this is kind of the beginning of this channel, I just kind of want to set the tone of my intention for it. And there's a special verse. I'm just going to turn my Bible. I did bring my Bible because I thought I might want to share this. And it is not Proverbs. 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 10:31. And it says, "Therefore, whatever you eat or drink, or whatever you do all to the glory of God." And that verse has been, there's so many, but that particular verse has always been special to me whenever I've especially started something new, because I feel that it's even the basic and small things in life. I feel God wants to be a part of it. And, even if it's a video that I plan to ramble on about and post to YouTube, I want everything I do to be to God's glory. If it's not to God's glory, then there's no point in it. And anyway, I just want to share that. So let it be to God's glory. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so let's go on. Next errand. Okay. So yesterday I got out, and if you watched yesterday's episode, you could see that I was out Christmas shopping, ornaments and decorations, and I got a little carried away. It's I had a little bit too much fun at the Dollar Tree. Had a little too much fun at the Dollar Tree and at Walmart and Michael's especially. Oh my gosh, I had not been in Michael's in years. And I'm not a very crafty person. But for someone who's not crafty, I got way too carried away in that store. And I got home with everything, and I'm single. I don't have a husband I have to go home to. I don't have to hide my shopping in the trunk of the car or none of that. But when I got home and looked at the haul from Michael's and Walmart and Dollar Tree, when you added it all up, I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? And anyway, had a little too much retail therapy yesterday, so I need to get a refund today. Has anybody else done that, or is it just me? Like, am I the only person who goes and shops and then, oh wait, no, I'm not. My sister does this too. Shh, no, I shouldn't be outing her in front of everybody, but she does it too. Sometimes I think we just get, I don't know. It's just, I saw so many cute stuff that's out there right now. And my tree, I've got 2 trees, and there's not a tree big enough for all the stuff I got. So I'm going to take it back and let someone else have a chance. Anyway, so that's part of why I'm out running around today. Okay, all clear. Turn. Yeah, it's kind of a bad time too to be out running errands, because it's like 4:45 p.m. here, and so may have a little bit of traffic. But I do need to get on the freeway, so I'm gonna do that. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So, whoops, here we go. Getting on the freeway. I was just thinking about friendships, and I have friends I haven't seen, and I call them friends. Like, you've got friends through social media, right, that you went to school with, that I haven't seen in years. And there are people that maybe in high school I wasn't as close to, or maybe I didn't run around with them as much. But I find I have more, it seems like I have more in common with them today than I ever did back as a teenager. And I really wish that I had the chance to do this kind of thing with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody ever wanted a friend to just run errands with? And just hang out, go grab a coffee, and coffee, that sounds good. I think we're going to have to make a detour and go get some coffee, because this girl has not had enough coffee today. And I don't normally I make my coffee at home. I hate to say it, but I'm a little bit of a coffee snob. In that, I have my own espresso machine at home, and over the thing again that happened back in 2020, goodness, there was just not a lot of joy in life, right? I mean, I sat and worked 12-hour days for most of it for 2.5 years. But the one thing that brought me joy was my coffee. And so I took my bonus one year and I bought myself the most amazing espresso machine. I am a down-to-earth, practical girl. I do not wear designer clothes, or I think what I'm wearing right now I probably got it Old Navy or something. And anyway, I bought myself an espresso machine. My son was a barista, had been a barista at the time, and so he sourced me the best espresso machine he thought I would enjoy. And oh my gosh, I feel I'm not going to say how much I spent on it, because it's one of those things that's almost embarrassing to people, especially if you don't love coffee the way I love coffee. You might not understand why a person would spend that kind of money. But oh my God, I love it. Love, love, love it. And it's the one purchase I've never regretted. But anyway, if anybody loves coffee as much as me do, if I ever ramble on about something that you guys want to know more about, just put it in the comments and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's a really nice espresso machine. But when I'm out and about, sometimes I will break down and I'll, just drive through somewhere. So let's drive through and get, I don't know, maybe a coffee or a chai. Right now, Starbucks, and I'm not a fan of their coffee that much, but they have the most amazing chai latte right now. Oh my gosh. No, it's not latte. What is it? Chai something or another. Anyway, we're going to see here. I'll get to the window. Oops, wrong window.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hi. I want to get a grande iced apple crisp non-dairy cream chai.
Yeah, of course.
And can I get that in a venti cup with extra ice?
Yeah, and a Venti cup with extra ice.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Awesome. $6.77.
All right, thank you. Okay, I know that sounded extremely high maintenance. I think there was like 7 to 8 words of my drink. Anyway, that's what it's called. Sorry, guys. Done. Hi. Hi, just a sec.
Are you naming for me?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you a question, and then you can talk whenever you're ready.
I can't see that. Sorry.
It's just a question. Do you want me to hit no thank you?
Yeah, I can't see
And
it.
in the lower half of the screen, you just tap.
Okay, yeah, I can't. The sun's blocking the
Totally
screen.
good.
Sorry.
And then we need to start today.
That would be great. Thank you.
Here's the strap.
Awesome. I really couldn't see the screen, guys. I'm not being honest. The sun is right on it. I'll talk about tip culture in a minute. Thank you.
Here's that. Have
Yeah,
a great day.
yeah, you too. Okay, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my god. Y'all, this drink is like someone put, if you could bottle up my favorite season of the year into a drink and pour it into a cup, that is what this drink is. Oh my god, if you have not come to get whatever this thing was called, I'm going to drive through again just to remember the name. Was it like an iced oat milk, apple crisp, non-dairy, chai, something? That's what you need to go get. Oh my heck. Oh my heck is a Utah thing, so gave that away. Anyway, this is amazing. Yes, I am in the Rocky Mountains of Utah, if anybody is wondering. I know someone is going to probably see the beautiful scenery in the back window of my car and wonder where I'm at. So, yeah, I'm a southern girl living in the Rockies. Let's see here. Yeah, this drink, this drink is like happiness and joy in a cup. And I always get it in a Venti cup with extra ice because, you know, can't be too cold. This drink is best really cold. So if you do go get you one. That's my tip of the day. So my tip of the day is get extra ice in a venti cup with a grande drink. But speaking of tips, did you see what happened with that? Yeah, so I really couldn't see the screen because the sun was like it's setting in the west and the sun was right on it. So she asked me like if I wanted to like leave a tip, and just want to talk about that for a second because I know that's like a big topic right now. Like, first of all, I have to preface this by saying my son used to work at Starbucks, and you know, before he wound up at being an assistant manager at a local roaster, and so he left Starbucks and went on to other things and actually learned how to really make coffee because at Starbucks they are just pushing a button. Okay, they really are just pushing a button. But that said, Starbucks is a difficult job. It is, I mean, it completely raised my awareness of how difficult it is of a job when my son worked there. They were constantly busy. Like, they got, I mean, maybe this is just everywhere, but he got like a 15-minute break to just stop. Oops, here we go. I dropped you for a second. It was just constant, hard, on your feet, lifting, just busting out the drinks, the drive-through. People are not very nice. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, there's been a downgrade of just general courtesy and politeness in our society. And so when you work in the public, that's when I try to be really nice to people. You know, I'm not perfect. I've sometimes said things that I probably shouldn't, but you know, I think we just need to raise our awareness that people that are working in the service industry, you know, they are serving us, and they're working day in, day out with the public, and not everybody is as nice as you are. And so when I go through the line, I try to spread a little bit of sunshine. I just try to be, you know, pleasant and say please and thank you and express my gratitude. And then, you know, when it comes to tips, like, my son worked at Starbucks. He was making like $10 an hour. It was before they did the the pay rate increase of Starbucks employees. In fact, I think Starbucks, like, props to Starbucks, they were one of the companies that kind of like led the way in like increasing wages for people in the service industry. But when my son worked there, he was making, this is like back in 2018 maybe, and you know, he was making about $10 an hour. And the tips were really important because that is not a lot of money. I mean, you think about two drinks. They weren't honking at me, I promise. It's somebody else. Anyway, 2 drinks is $10, and they're turning out like, you know, dozens of drinks an hour. So to me, it's like they really were underpaid, and the tips that they got, you know, they deserved those tips. They needed those tips. However, in around like 2021, I think, and I don't have my sources on this. I'm just recalling this from memory. So don't quote me on this. But around 2021, Starbucks raised their wages. And it's like, it was awesome for these people. People went from making like $10 an hour to like $13, $14, I think some upwards of $15 an hour. And, you know, and then like the tip culture started where, like, if you pay with a debit card, like I did just now, they ask you to put the tip on right there. And it's kind of awkward. Like, I'm going through a drive-through now. I do think when someone's making a coffee, like, you know, if they're really crafting your coffee and having to do a pour over and, you know, more than push a button, like, it's probably a good idea to tip, right? But I don't know. It's just, the tip culture's just gotten out of hand. Like, you could go through like Del Taco or, you know, In-N-Out Burger, or like, you know, places that if it's got a drive-through, I saw a meme the other day that said, if it's got a drive-through window attached to it, or if I have to order my food in the drive-through or standing up, I'm not leaving a tip. But anyway, I usually am a really, really big tipper. Like if I'm in a sit-down restaurant, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I know that they're not making a very high wage, and they're heavily reliant on those tips. And so in those instances, especially if I get good service, or even just moderately good service, I'm going to tip like at least 20%, maybe 25%. And I remember like not too long ago, like standard tip was like 15%, and you know, prices have gone up. So if it's 15 or 20 or 25, whatever, well, I'm gonna go this way, whatever, you know, the percentages that you give, you know, because prices have gone up, like, you know, that's pretty decent, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about tip culture? And it's funny we call it tip culture now, right? Because it's like this whole like movement to like give to, it's almost like asking for, you know, extra money on, I just ordered a hamburger. Sure, I'll give you $3 extra for making my hamburger. Oh well. Well, I am at the next place where I need to go in and run an errand, so I'm going to take another drink of this. Oh my gosh, you got to go get one. It's so good. It kind of reminds me of eggnog flavor. Must be the cinnamon or something in it. I don't know. It's so good. Anyway, I will be back in just a few. See you in a sec.